Let's bring up Caleb for his 21st birthday. Say a guy, I kowtowed. Some knave said, "Bring someone up," and
the same guy.
that person, you know, who is that? I can't stay mad at you assholes. Or maybe I can't. I can start to get mad.
Like CALEB?
That's the one, yeah.
How's it going, man?
21 years old.
better.
This is your 21st birthday.
Not today, but just, a couple of weeks ago.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
No.
Security.
Like they're so. This is my fault. That's how desperate for entertainment they are. That's not your fault. They're David Goliath. I'm like, no, nothing's happened. You said you took it's a solo trip you treated yourself to for your birthday.
Yeah, I was broke as fuck for the last year or so, and then I worked all summer, and I just turned 21 at the end of August, and so I decided now that I'm not broke as fuck, I'm going to make myself broke as fuck by going to LA.
And now, don't think that you have to lie to us, because actually we'd feel better if the answer is no. But did you come out here just for this show?
That was like 90% of the reason I came. Yeah,
Damn.
I would have. Yeah, absolutely.
So we feel a little bad, but I mean that's the highest honor that we when people make these pilgrimages, and especially I don't know. There's something about doing it alone too. Like I don't know the people that do it with a partner. That makes it. It's just something. There's something like holy about that. Like you really are just I have a relationship with this show. I'm getting in my car. I'm driving out here. So what can we learn more about you?
What do you want to know?
I don't know if you work for the government. Are we going to get fired?
I actually was just working for the government. No, I'm fine. I'm unemployed right now.
What was this thing you were doing that ended with
week.
you being broke as fuck?
I was working a really, really shitty job, and that's when I started listening to this because I knew I loved Rick and Morty and Community, and so I was just, hey, I need to listen to something while I'm working these 12-hour shifts.
I want to listen to this guy who can relate to me. This guy who. But what was whatever you're comfortable telling us about the job that what you were doing?
I signed a contract saying I wouldn't say much about it. Basically, I was just a machinist, and it was a really shitty thing. But I was incredibly unhappy.
God, the imagination just runs wild. What are you?
No.
It just means you are making a nuclear bomb. It's all that could ever mean.
Caleb, was it like aerospace or?
No, nobody gives a fuck about me.
I was building the first.
No. Don't violate. And don't.
Steve's here.
No.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Rob, don't.
You came up on stage 45 minutes ago?
Huh?
Just sat here.
God,
that's right. You came up on stage.
I can't thank God Rob's here, or we wouldn't get to the bottom of the fact that the show's not scripted and that mistakes are made. I followed the flow, and I thought I wound up somewhere hot, but here you are with your fucking ice breath. Cool it down. Let's all stop and notice how it's not as hot as we thought as he was making it. I'm fucking heating shit up over here. You come in with that shit, that Mentos shit. Who cares about him? I pay him. Caleb came out here. He paid us. Cool it, brother. Now, no pressure. Please tell us about...
No, I was just working as a machinist. I was basically building circuit boards for different, whether it was Google or other entities that I'm not allowed to talk about.
Probably not Yahoo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Not after, they bought...
And probably not Bing. I mean, they're probably not... I was working at the Bing campus. If you don't know where it is, Google it.
That's awesome. No, but I was just working that really shitty job, and I became that was literally the only reason. This show is the only reason that I made it through there. Not to sound melodramatic or to exaggerate, but this is literally the only reason I made it out of there alive. like genuinely. No, I'm not trying to sound stupid.
I take that for what it's worth. I have a relationship with so many podcasts, and I take that exactly. I think as much of a compliment and as little as I need. It took me a while to get to that zone. you want to deflect it or you want to accept it, but it doesn't necessarily denote like merit. It's just like it's gratitude, you know. Like I'm like, oh, I feel gratitude when people say, oh, I was going through this or that, and then your show was there, and I grabbed it and I held on to it, and it kept me from drowning. And you go like, oh man, that's so fucking amazing that I get to like, you know, make that contact with you. It has nothing to do, because like me at 35, I'd be like, yeah, well, you know, it's basically just a ripoff of MASH. I mean, I'll tell you. like I start talking, I'm like, well, I don't know. Like a person's basically telling you, for instance, not what you're telling. It's like, oh yeah, it's like they're sort of dog whistling that like maybe they were gonna commit suicide, and you're like this is not a time for you to be talking someone out of something. And I like that and like you get caught up in like whether what you do makes you a good person or a bad person. And so this isn't about me, but I can't believe. Yeah, you just listened to all 300 and something episodes. I asked Nova this. He came up last week or 2 weeks ago, and like we talked about it, and like they came up. God fucking damn it, Harmon, get your shit together. Nova came up a couple weeks ago, and we interrogated them, and like just give us a little bit of. What do you want out of the podcast? What do you get out of it so that we can keep customer satisfaction going?
Yeah.
Now that I know I can't really talk about what I feel,
well,
tell me what I should talk about. Hot dog prices? What the fuck?
No, honestly, it's just...
These hot dog prices, though.
Are they
They're
up?
just
Are they
outrageous. Hot dog. So I get out... I really, really admire your honesty, like everybody on stage. And I just, you know, as somebody who's extremely lonely in this dead-end job that I ended up quitting that because I needed to. That's why I was broke as fuck. And anyway, I get out of it a lot of camaraderie and a lot of, while it is interesting hearing about, you know, your day-to-day life as a day-to-day life's, God, fuck, I'm so stupid.
All right, it's fine. That's me. You're me. You're me. Good. It's fine.
Your day-to-day lives as, you know, these huge celebrities, these Emmy winners. Sorry, Rob.
Oh. And he looks like the Oscar.
He does look the most like the Oscar out of anybody.
And the Emmy for looking like an Oscar goes to...
But it's
family, it's camaraderie.
Yeah.
Like it would kill you. Like it would like go. It's like you. I feel that way about podcast. We have October 1st. David Cummings is coming out here from the No Sleep podcast. Like I don't even know how to feel about that, because it's like for the last 3 months I just put Cody and I just press play on this guy. Yeah. It's like, who knows? It's like you just hear this guy and this whole like coterie of people who do this No Sleep podcast, and that's what podcast is. It's about addiction to a family unit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of odd how like all the way across the fucking continent you can just form a genuine relationship with this person that you've never met, heard of, or anything like that, just because of things that don't matter that they just say
and
into
it's
a microphone.
Proper, safe, healthy one, because it's through a sheet of plexiglass, like because like you could get hurt otherwise. Like it's like visiting humanity through a prison. You get the phone, and then you can go like. The lawyer comes and they make the gesture. You get a phone, go, hey man, you can get as intimate as you want. Then go like, how you doing in there, big sister? You put your hand on the glass and like, yeah, like just, it seems appropriate to me. To me that I like that.
Do you mind if I have a drink?
Yeah, go. Oh, please, okay. God, where are my manners? I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry about that.
You're
sorry,
21.
Caleb. No, so what? Well, what? Only because like we make new friends up here. God damn it! Piece of shit! A horrible person. They put a pox on your family. I don't put a pox on your family. That's a joke. I don't have that power, and if I did, I wouldn't use it.
Which guy with which beard is doing this?
Why do you want to know? What is that going to help?
Spencer and I both agree that what you're doing there is wrong.
It's like
I can't. What? Just tell me what your purpose is.
I just want eyeballs on who's doing the thing.
Wait,
that
and
keeps
then
happening.
once that happens, then what?
I'm gonna hurt their feelings.
Well, just hurt their feelings in general.
So who was the last one? We're line buddies. It's Simon. All right, shut the fuck up.
It's a good thing we looked right at him.
We're being loud up here for no reason already. So.
But also, especially when there's another person up here, because like they don't have it's like when it's like there's a building on fire and they're like, holy shit, it's hot. Like you don't know how it affects them. Like you don't know what it's like.
It just sounds like just screaming me. Like I want to be on stage.
Well,
That's what heckling is.
Well, I'm not gonna like without impugning you guys. I just want to say like I just use my I statements and say. Like all of that sound first hits you if you're a decent person. It first hits you as shame. Like oh if somebody's like it's like the first thing I hear is like you're fucking up. That's the first thing I hear. Yeah. Like I have to reprocess it like through a series of like calluses.
And if you're going to shout something out from the audience, it has to be fucking cogent or like delightful.
Well,
it has to be fucking awesome.
The catch-22 is if you're going to shout something out from the audience, you have to be the kind of person who doesn't shout something out from the audience.
Right.
Which is really important because that's like so if we're like digging deep into a topic that we're like
the thing
oh my
is
God.
that you're fucking up and I don't enjoy the show, then fucking go away. Like just walk out, go.
Well, now we sound
they
defensive.
Are enjoying
No one wants to watch a bunch of defensive people on
no,
stage.
I know. No, I'm on the offense right now. I'm gonna fucking.
That's what defensive people are.
I will start actively hurting people's feelings.
Anyways, Caleb, so what's it like to get a hard on constantly?
Oh, it's the best.
Oh yeah. It's the best.
It's a double-edged sword for
Actually,
sure.
but that's a one. That's the one thing that I don't that youth thing. Like I actually it's not about me. I keep trying. Let's say I want to ask you youth questions. 21,
yeah.
21. Just turned 21. All right.
Yes, sir.
Let me. I'm gonna take the Wayback Machine. I want to ask you a 21 question.
Knees.
What?
Knees. You got knees? How are your knees?
What's it like to have knees that you feel like you could just jump over anything?
Well,
they just exist, right?
Like, is there anything that you would look at and you'd be like, I could jump over that if I wanted?
Like barely that cord running on the ground.
All right. He's humble.
I'm a Harmon fan. I'm not an athlete.
I think this might be a line of question. You might be pointing out a thing. Like I think we might be doing some kind of reverse discrimination thing because I'm looking at you for the listeners that aren't subscribers that can't see Caleb. He's got an Ashton Kutcher, dude, where's my car kind of body. He looks like he could fucking pull you out of a burning car and your baby and like throw you onto the.
I pull babies out of cars all the time.
And so maybe
sorry.
we're kind of like ganging up, but you could have that body, especially at 21, and be like, yeah, I like checkers. And we're like, yeah, but where's your dick? Like, show us your dick. How much you like to fuck with your hard dick and jump over shit. And that's not fair. That's like a weird thing.
I got a question.
Yes.
How much do you like to fuck stuff with your hard dick and jump over shit?
Spencer, were you listening to anything I just said?
No.
You're just living vicariously through me. Yeah.
See, now I'm on the heckler side. I'm going to go sit out there with the.
Well, guys,
See, that's what I suspected.